Hey guys, this is Catherine from Oracle Intuitions. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be your weekly reading for May 24th to the 31st, and we're going to be taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest watching your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus readings as well to get a clearer picture of the week ahead. For those of you that would wish an in-depth reading, you can contact me through oracleintuitions.com or my Facebook and my Instagram pages at Oracle Intuitions, and all the links are below in the description box. Also, on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, we do live readings here on my channel. So these are mini readings. And this is with my co-host Brandon Hauser, and we just provide as many readings as we can within the time period that we allot for that week. Also, on Sundays, we bring on live guests. So these are all people in the spiritual field, whether they're psychics or tarot readers, hypnotists. We had a witch. We have an amazing array of guests that come on. So make sure that you watch us at 2 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time on Sundays. Also, guys, remember, please click subscribe, please click like, and leave me a comment to let me know if this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get into your reading and have an amazing week ahead. Thank you so much. Hey Leo, welcome to your weekly reading for May 24th to the 31st. We're going to be taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest you take a look at your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs as well for a clear message of the week ahead. All right, so let's see what is coming through for Leo this week. In the mind, we have the Seven of Wands. In the body, we have the Four of Swords. And through spirit, we have the Princess of Cups. All right, so with this energy right away, I really feel like external circumstances have kept you perhaps in a place of really feeling busy. Perhaps you're feeling depleted because of external circumstances. So you may have a lot of pressure on you, or what feels like a lot of pressure on you at this moment. And in fact, your mind, okay, so within the mental situation, your mind, okay, your consciousness, you may be feeling a little bit blocked in regards to feeling new messages. Sometimes when we're in this place of feeling overwhelmed, so I feel like for some of you, maybe this has been, an extraordinarily difficult time. Maybe you're going through, some sort of external circumstances that have made you feel tired, made you feel depleted, made you feel like you're not getting a break, or maybe you're just being overwhelmed because of things that are going on at this current moment. Sometimes what we feel within our mind space is we feel like we can't allow new situations, or we're feeling a little bit blocked within our mental space, or maybe we're just feeling a little bit defensive, like especially if we're overtired. We can be in this place of somebody says something and you might take it the wrong way, or it may come off, what they're saying isn't meant to hurt you, or meant to be, an insult in any way, but we could be in a place of feeling defensive. All right, this is what I'm getting right away. It feels like there's a very strong protective power that's around you as well. So you may be protecting individuals within your life. Maybe this is, family members. This could be kids. It could be whatever, coworkers. There's a defensive energy around. So again, protection, defense. This could be towards loved ones. It could be towards yourself. What Spirit is asking you is to take a break. Take a break if you can. I mean, it doesn't mean not to keep up with your, responsibilities and the things that you need to do, but are you going above and beyond the things that are not necessary at this time? Are you trying to, maybe expand yourself a little bit too further? This is asking you to maybe take some time to relax for you for this upcoming week. Take some time to rejuvenate your own energy, and you will find that mindset, or that space in your consciousness may start changing. Okay. We also have this Princess of Cups coming through. So it feels like like Spirit is saying, open up the heart space a little bit. Sometimes when we're in a more, again, defensive or protective energy, we're not really allowing our heart to open. We sort of stay in this place of feeling a little bit closed down. We feel very restricted. Okay, we might feel restricted toward new elements coming through, whether this is within relationships, maybe this is within just our own personal energy. It's like, I got enough to take on. I can't take on anymore. I can't get into this mindset of that because I have other things that are going on. So Spirit is asking you to take a break in order to allow new things to start developing, new things to start showing through. It may sound overwhelming to you as I'm saying that, because it's almost like I literally feel in my head that some of you are like, oh, I can't take on anything else. What is she talking about? I just need to get through this. But this is what Spirit is asking of you at this time. Take a break, take a rest. Okay, whether this is mentally or physically or spiritually, maybe all three. Take some time and do things that are going to revitalize and rejuvenate you. So let's get some clarification from Spirit and see what is coming through in regards to these messages. When the Princess of Cups comes in, this is a Page of Cups energy, and it really talks about new emotional circumstances, but coming in from a place of love. So Spirit might even be asking you just to lower your barriers a little bit, to allow yourself to look at something within a new perspective. Okay, maybe you need to open up your mind or your body or your soul towards new development that will appear when you're in a place of being able to accept them. Okay, all right, one more shuffle and let's see what's coming in. All right, yeah, trust. See, it's like this element of trust. Spirit's asking you to trust. Trust the energy of maybe, taking a break. Trust this new beginning that may be trying to come through for you or make a presentation of itself in some way. But, you don't need to be always in this place of defense or protection. Spirit is asking you, to trust, like have that faith within Spirit, have that faith within universe that they're bringing through things. Like you don't need to be, let's say it's in protection of a loved one. And if you're surrounding that because you're scared of something happening, if I let go of this fear or if I let go of this sense of control in a way, that's when negative things can come through. And Spirit is asking of you to trust in Spirit. This could be even in protection or defense of yourself in some way, mentally, whether mentally or physically. And again, Spirit is saying, look at, what, just trust, open up your heart, open up that heart energy, open up your mind, but allow yourself the rest. It's time to take a rest. It's time to maybe let down the barriers a bit, let go of some responsibilities. It doesn't mean to not be responsible, but you don't need to take everything on that's not within your control at this time. Look at this, soul work is coming through. So it's time to rejuvenate your soul. We have that Four of Swords with the soul work. It's time to rejuvenate you, time to reconnect with who you are. Maybe you feel that you've lost yourself because of some external circumstances, all right? Things that were out of your control. Maybe you feel like you're losing a sense of yourself or a sense of your persona or a sense of who you were or what you are. You're not really seeing that next step forward. Again, time to rejuvenate you. Again, whether this is through meditation, maybe just going through a walk, maybe just doing some of the things that you used to enjoy, this will truly help bring in a new energy, all right? And we have the Wildling. I like this card. It really feels, that Wildling card. What I'm getting with this is that there's also a sense of like, allow yourself to go wild maybe with your imagination. I want to read you know, what this has to say on this, because I feel like this is an important message. So I'm just going to actually pull out the book. And I very rarely do this because I usually work intuitively when it comes to this. But I feel like there may be a message here. Yeah, because it's talking about, like, it's within the ether, okay? So this is like messages from literally spirit. So let me just take a look. Hang on 1 second. The Wildling. Pulling the Wildling card indicates a time to connect with the most primal parts of yourself. This may mean that you need to detach a bit from people around you so you can hear the whispers of your deepest knowing, doing the soul work without the influence of others. See, I love this because, again, it's like a matter of soul work. Connect with yourself. What is making you happy? All right. It doesn't mean, again, to let go of, you know, responsibilities or anything like that. But are you putting too much energy into it? Are you putting yourself into a place where you're now feeling like you have to be defensive, or you have to be protective, or you have to, you know, always be in this place of control? All right. And it's asking you to connect with that soul energy, connect with those things that make you happy again. I love this card. I love these cards that came through, because I feel like it's time for you, Leo. Okay. It's time for you to, you know, reconnect with yourself, reconnect with that true you. Oh, one of these was in there. Actually, I'm going to pull this. I want to see what it has to say. Get Wild. Look at this. So we have the Wildling, and we also have the Get Wild card. Like, you guys saw me pull that out. Like, it just seemed to be in this deck for whatever reason. Like, amazing. All right. I feel like that's the validation and the confirmation, right? So we have the Watchers, transpersonal. So allow yourself to get into a place where maybe you can just be observing. Okay, maybe, you know, you can just take a step back and watch things. And again, I kind of keep getting a sense of control here. Again, maybe you don't need to control everything. Maybe you can take a step back, allow yourself that rest that you need. You can still stay in a place of observing, but you don't need to be, you know, controlling. All right. And that in itself helps rejuvenate you. Intentionality, eye of the needle. So have intention towards the things. It just feels like there's something coming through here. And then we have the Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. You know what I really feel too, Leo, looking at this? I'm really getting an energy here. I'm really getting energy that you may be or have been trying to create or manifest something, or maybe start something new. Again, I do feel that rest, but I feel like for some of you, this may not relate to all of you, but I do feel that for some of you, it feels like get into this place that you know your manifestations are coming to fruition. They're coming to light. That you don't need to have complete control over everything. Maybe now is the time to also just surrender, all right? Because that Four of Swords really has a surrendering quality to it. It really talks about surrender, you know, taking a rest, healing. But it also talks about surrendering. Sometimes we can't always be in control. And this Seven of Wands, you know, it's like I have to control every aspect, because if I don't control every aspect, you know, things are going to fall apart. They may not come true. They may not, you know, maybe I have to watch everything and how it's being, you know, produced or created or whatever the production is of something. Okay. And I'm really getting a message for some of you Leos that it's time to just allow yourself to surrender to the universe at that time. We also had trust that things are going to be okay. Trust that things are coming to fruition. Things are going to be created. Things are going to be developed. Things are coming to light. I really love this energy. So they're asking you, it's like that validation for you that what it is that you want is going to be created. It's going to be manifested. But you also have to let go of possibly some of that control. Okay? And just get into a place of observation. Watch your manifestations come to light. All right? I really like this energy. It's a beautiful energy. It feels like you can now finally let go a little bit. Finally let go. And just allow yourself to maybe perhaps enjoy rather than being in a place of control. So let's get a look at relationships and see what is coming through. Remember that relationships can be friends, family, and coworkers. They do not need to be romantic. And let's see, for Leo, for May 24th to the 31st. Messages for Leo, May 24th to the 31st. What's coming through? We have the clock. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal and progress. Sorry, I have allergies. We also have the sunglasses. So it talks about watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. And the third card coming through is talking about engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Something for some of you, this might be a time of union, some sort of union coming to fruition for you. Maybe you're taking a next step within your relationship. But what I'm also getting here is it's interesting because we had that clock, right? We had the clock, we had the sunglasses. When we look at this, we have also that Four of Swords, right? Again, time. Take some time. Take a step back. Allow things to come the way that they're supposed to come. You don't need to be in control. I really feel this is about letting go of some control. We also had, again, that Trust card coming through. All right? So I feel like you don't need to try to control something, whether this is a relationship, whether this is, like a romantic relationship is what I'm trying to say, or, again, maybe some other aspect within your life. It feels like you don't need to, I feel like for some of you, you don't need to be stalking somebody. All right. I feel like it's time to just take a step back and let the universe create it. If you have to be in this place of watching them or stalking them or whatever it is, you're really not allowing the universe to show you the path, or you're really not allowing things to develop in a natural way. I'm also getting here that for some of you, there may be a step forward within a relationship. Now, it does talk about engagement ring, which could resonate with some of you. But what I'm also getting here is with that with the engagement ring, is maybe by taking that step back, taking that rest, allowing things, to just come to fruition on their own, because it did talk about manifestations coming to fruition, and having trust that this is where something can go into a next level all on its own in a natural process, that we don't need to be in this place of, and again, this isn't going to resonate with everybody, but sometimes we feel like we have to kind of manipulate a situation in order to get people to, pay attention to us, or, to bring a relationship, to a deeper level or a deeper commitment. And Spirit is saying, look, no, you don't. You can take that step back, rest. If it's supposed to come, it will come. It will present itself in some way. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to manipulate it, right? Take a step back and allow it to come to fruition on its own. Have the trust that we're bringing it to you in a natural manner. So let's get some clarification in regards to these cards, in regards to relationship. And I'm hearing one more shuffle, so there we go. All right, resonating. Yeah, for some of you, this may be very much resonating. I'm also getting here, who resonates with your vibe, with your energy, with your aura, will come forward. You don't need to change the energy. You don't need to change yourself. You don't need to manipulate the energy in order to create it, okay? You need to allow a natural resonating. All right. People will come forth in how they're supposed to because of what energy or what vibration you're sending out. So if you're in a place where you're feeling like you have to control the energy in some way, because we had that 7 of Wands, with the defensive, it's like protection. Are you protecting yourself so that new things can't come forth? Because we also had that Princess of Cups, right? That Page of Cups energy, something wanting to present itself. But what energy are you sending out at this moment? If you're feeling like you have to manipulate a situation again, or maybe you're feeling like you're feeling very protective. Again, I just keep feeling like Spirit saying, look, take a step back. You don't need to be in control. You don't need to control the situation. Have trust that we're bringing what it is towards you that is going to resonate with you. Eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. So again, letting go, right? The eagle rises above. The eagle is like, he's like what, the king of the birds, right? He doesn't have to be in this place of defensive energy or anything else. He knows what it is. He's allowed to rise above. He rises himself above. He is, the king. He is the king of that energy. This is what I keep getting. And we have the vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. You know what's interesting? With that 4 of Swords energy, right? 4 of Swords is, again, taking a step back, healing. I really feel like for some of you, you may be kind of pushing a situation or, trying to change a situation or putting a protective energy either around yourself or a situation. And what that really does is it does bring about a sense of ego. All right. What we need to do is start having that trust. When we trust, we are letting go of our ego. We're not trying to change a situation to our benefit. We're just having that trust that Spirit is bringing forth what is going to be in our best interest. Okay, Spirit is bringing forth either that relationship, that new job, that career, whatever it is, that new business, a change within a relationship, maybe that engagement, maybe a new beginning to a relationship. All right. But when we keep coming off in a different form, if we keep coming off as trying to create it for ourselves, it doesn't mean not to put energy into it in a positive way, but we don't need to try to control it. And that's where I'm really getting this 4 of Swords. Take a step back, rest, heal. Okay, especially if you feel that you're overwhelmed within this. Sometimes when we try to control things, it can feel very overwhelming. It can feel tiring, right? It can feel very tiring because then we feel like if I'm not in complete control of this step and this step and this step, I'm gonna lose balance. I'm not gonna be that eagle, right? I'm gonna be the eagle's prey. And unfortunately, it's really the opposite, right? Once we let go, the ego doesn't sit there and worry about controlling. He just knows that he's in control. He's in control in his own mind, body, and spirit. All right? And that the things that he needs will come forth. And this is what I get. It's just a time to heal right now for you, Leo. Heal. Take a step back. Allow yourself the natural progression of a situation. Okay? Especially if it's within relationships or romance in some way, because I do feel like there's going to be a change within a situation. This could mean that, your person is coming towards you. Maybe, that engagement will come forth, whatever it is, but you don't need to try to create the situation. Okay? Let's get a closing message from the universe and see what is coming through. Closing message from universe. Feast of Plenty. Choices and their consequences. Ooh, wow, that's beautiful. And the Winter's Dream, a gestation period. So what Spirit is saying to you, you can continue to push a situation if if that's what's resonating with you, if those words resonate with you. You can continue to try to control a situation. You can continue to have your blocks up or your barriers up, or, that, feeling like you have to protect yourself or protect your loved one, whatever it is. But I'm really getting here that it's about control, some form of control. You can continue that, okay? But there comes consequences with that, all right? Your choices always have consequences. Those consequences don't need to be bad. They can be positive consequences, right? Especially if we have trust and we just allow things to form on their own, which brings us to this winter's dream, gestation period. All right, things need time to form. And a lot of times, if we're not seeing the progression on the outside, we tend to, want to create it. We want to move it faster. We want to, we tend to push the energy in order to, bring it forth in a quicker pace. And Spirit is saying, look at, what? There may be things under the surface that we're helping you to create. You don't know what's going on under the surface. You don't know what, maybe somebody else's circumstances are, or maybe you don't know what's going on with them at this moment. So trying to push that energy could have a consequence, right? Allow us and have that trust that gestation, okay, period, is there for a reason, that things are coming to a fruition, but you have to allow them in a natural progress. So Leo, I truly hope that this has helped. Please click like, please subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, because on Wednesdays we have mini readings at 6:00 p.m. Mountain Time, as well as our live show on, so both of them are live shows, but on Sundays we also have our live interview show. That's at 2:00 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing week. Take care and many blessings.